publish it into the LinkedIn. And inside LinkedIn, everyone can see your blog, right? And suddenly some HR sees your profile and sees that, hey, you have already working or learning in that particular technology stack, which we require. So they will directly ping you that, hey, we want someone who is having experience or who is learning about these things. So if you're interested, we can hire you. So writing blogs, publishing it into social media platforms, creating videos so that it will demonstrate your in-depth knowledge. It's not like I am just doing the things. I am writing the things, I am sharing it with others so that everyone gets to know that yes, you know this particular technology. So it's very important that you should do these kind of things. And for writing blogs, I have something called Google Cloud Community Medium publication, which is officially from Google Cloud, and let's see what they do actually. So I am just sharing my another tab. So if you see here, this is the Google Cloud official publication who publishes different use cases related to Google Cloud and its related technology, and people who are working on this particular technology stack, how they are solving different use cases, so that you will also get some idea about your next project. So if you see here, multi-language libraries and sample for Gen AI in Vertex, maybe this could be your next project for your college, right? So, and also if you build something using the same kind of stack, you can just publish your blog in this particular medium publication so that everyone around the world can able to see that particular uh, what we can say, whatever blog you have created, and they also know that hey, you are also working in this particular technology. So this will help you like make your visibility around the globe, and someone who is already working on this part or interested in hiring someone who is already uh, having some kind of experience with this kind of activity, this kind of actions will help you stand out. So this is very important that you should do these kind of activities. Okay, now let's get into the interview tips part. Now you are selected, your resume looks good, you know what is career fair, and you are selected for career fair. But whenever you get in front of any interviewer, right? What are the things you should be careful about, right? So
हाँ इंटरव्यू देने
let's
जाओ यार
see.
दूसरे
कहीं
First
न
thing
हाँ
is you should make sure that you will have a full understanding of things done in mentioned project. So let's suppose there are lots of folks who just copy and paste the things from YouTube and put it in their resume. This is very common thing, and I just wanted to being honest with you guys, right? But whenever they appear for any interview, they are like, we don't know why we use this particular service. We don't know how these two services are integrated with each other. So this kind of scenario should not be tolerated in front of the interviewer. So just make sure whatever projects you have done honestly, just put all those projects. And then after, it is very important that you can able to showcase yourself as a passionate learner, because as a fresher, as a the college student, no one will expect you that you should be expertise in a specific technology stack. They just want that you should have some kind of basic understanding. Your fundamentals should be clear. And then after, whenever you get into any organization, you can easily able to adopt the nature of the organization and learn the things, and easily can able to customize it and develop it into the client's environment. So you should showcase yourself as a passionate learner. And then after knowing about applied company is always a add-on. You should know about like in which particular technology stack they are working on. If some organization who are already Google Cloud partners, so most probably they are working on Google Clouds and it relevant technologies, maybe in different clouds as well. So knowing about any organization is an add-on. So whenever you are appearing for any interview, just make sure you are going through their official page. And then after, as I already mentioned, that it is very important that you should have a strong fundamentals. no problem if you can't able to answer any question, okay, but don't bluff, okay. It is very important. Sometimes what happen, if I ask something, right, people are like, um, they just try to find out a relevant topic and they just say, and that was honestly very irrelevant to that particular specific question, right? So if you don't know about anything, just say, sir, I don't know about this particular technology stack currently, but as I am interested in this particular domain, I can easily learn and can able to implement, as I am a fast learner, we can say. So these are the some of the tips and tricks, right, which you can follow in front of the interviewer, okay, so that most probably you will get succeeded. Okay, so let's start the Q&A part. But before moving to the Q&A part, we already collected some of the questions from you guys. So let's answer those questions first, and then we'll start. So first question is, which type of question interviews ask specifically in the cloud field? So most of the folks are very like concerned about this particular point, that I am appearing for a cloud interview. In software, they will ask DSA or something like that, right? Or if you are appearing for data analytics, so they will ask related to that particular technology. But in cloud, there are lots of things, right? There are different domains like DevOps, cloud infrastructure. There are automation engineers also. CI/CD engineers are also over there, right? So there are lots of domains. So if I am appearing for any interview, which kind of questions I can expect, right? So from an interviewer prospect, for he has tens of candidates, right, for the interview. So what mostly we do, they do actually, they see your resume and see the skill sets, see the project. So most of the questions you can expect from your projects itself. So if you have created some good level of projects, so they will ask you some normal terminologies like how you integrated these two services, why you have used this kind of architecture. So like there are serverless architecture, microservices, these buzzing words, I think you, every one of you heard about, right? So they can ask questions related to this. And also they will ask you some common questions related to cloud fields, like basic fundamental terminologies, what is high availability, what is disaster recovery. So these are some of the fundamentals you should know, right? uh, and you can expect these kind of questions in the interview. After that, how to prepare for next year's Google Cloud Career Fair. So basically, I think most of you are already in your initial college days, in first year, second year, as per the message from organizers, right? So you can target for next year's Google Cloud Career Fair if you are not eligible for this time, right? So for that, what you can do, you can just be participated in different GDSC events like 30 days of Google Cloud, study jams, and all, so that you will get that career path opportunity for career readiness program, in which you will get one specialization course in Coursera, some hands-on lab for cloud skill boost, and then after some certification voucher, so that you can appear for that particular exam and be certified. And being a certified folk will be the must criteria, right? So just make sure that you are being participated in these programs, so that you will get this particular opportunity for the next year. Also, I would suggest, whatever you are learning, right, just make sure that you are not just doing the copy paste things. I know like most of us are already being part of these arcade program or career readiness program or these kind of programs, right, in which you have to do the labs on the batches. So this is not a bad thing, but make sure that whenever you are doing any lab, at least you know about 5% or 10% of that particular lab, at least. Okay, because most of the labs I saw that are really high level. Okay, but no worry, if you follow those steps step by step, right, you will get a full understanding that what is the purpose of this particular lab, what it is doing, what particular real world use case it is solving, so that at least you know that if I am having this kind of use case, these are the services I can leverage. Just go to the lab, see the architecture, learn the like read about the documentations, and just go and implement it. At least you should know that in the industry how those services are being leveraged. So these are the fundamental things you can follow so that you can plan for Google next year's Google Cloud Career Fair. So yeah, these are the some of the questions which we got commonly. So let's get into live Q&A. And if you have something, or if you have something in your mind that uh, I am having this kind of scenario, how I prepare, and whatever you have, you can ask me. So first question we have from Shubham is what type of projects we have to make specially. So basically, Shubham, as I already mentioned, you should create a project which will solve a real world use case. So let's suppose as a beginner, you don't know anything. We have to start from very zero, okay? Then you just get into this kind of programs and you started learning about what is cloud, what are the services it provides. So start from that particular point and then see. Um, Maybe there are some of the labs which will give you a hands-on experience on how to create a VM. So suppose the way you have your VM, your local laptop machine in your local like environment, in the same manner, first learn about this particular thing, that how you can leverage that particular uh, service VM offering in the cloud, so that you can able to create the same kind of laptop inside the cloud, and you can access that particular laptop from anywhere of the world, right? And then after, what you can do, you can just try to create some website on top of that, the way you create in your local, just simple HTML CSS page, right? And then after, what you can do, you can host that particular HTML CSS code using some kind of web servers like nginx or something. It's just a command, ept get install nginx, and just put your code in a specific folder structure, you are good to go. Okay. And then after, you will see that you can able to access that website from the external IP address of the VM. So this is the simplest project you can start with. And then after, as soon as you get into different services, just start advancing your project on those like services. So let's suppose now, after some time, you learn about some of the containerization technology, which is currently very booming. So if you have heard about this particular term called microservice architecture, right? So these are the services we have, uh, which is very commonly used in current era. So you can just learn about Docker, Kubernetes, so you can able to leverage these technologies. So as a beginner, I would suggest just go and create some simple projects, which is already mentioned in the Google Cloud Skill Boost platform. Just go and search for that particular use case, that how to host a website in your local. So you have prepared your portfolio site, right? You just go and search about it. You will get a hands-on lab. Just in place of their code, use your code. That is the only difference. Otherwise, whatever configurations, settings you want, you can able to modify, but that will be a standard one based on best practices. So you can leverage that. Also, if you want to learn about more about this particular thing, that what to create, what are the projects you can create, you can see our last live video in which we have mentioned some of the good level of projects. But make sure whatever you are building, that is solving some real world use cases. Maybe your college official website, you are just creating your college website, or you are building something or some application which is handling student information data, right? So you can build something like that. Just integrate some CI/CD, integrate some security practices like SSL. No one wants to access these websites, right, with the IP address. So how to enforce? So whatever projects you are building, right, just make sure that is solving some real world use cases. And for project, you can just go and search for some basic projects, right, hosting a website, something like that. Okay, let's go to the next question. Is certification exam is easy or hard? I am a beginner and want to contribute to Google Cloud and want to pass that exam. Any tips for me? So basically, Rajan, a certification is a good level of exam. Okay, it's not easy, it's not too hard. If you are having some good level of understanding in Google Cloud and its relevant technologies, like we have already mentioned a structured path, you can just follow that particular path. You will get a full understanding of different services, how they offer, and what kind of service we can leverage for a specific use case. Okay, so just follow that particular path. You will get a full understanding, and in the exam, what you will get some real world scenario based questions. So let's suppose you have asked, right, like you are a cloud engineer of XYZ company, and your company is going to launch a specific application which is having these requirements. Then can you suggest some of the services which we can leverage? So if you are aware of uh, in Google Cloud Platform how many services we have, and from those services which particular service we can use for which particular scenario, then you can easily able to crack those questions. You can easily able to answer those questions. So just try to structure your learning. So whenever I suggest someone that, hey, in this way you can prepare for a certification, then I always tell them that every cloud provider is having there are five fundamental pillars. Okay, so whenever you go and learn about any cloud technology, you will see they will offer you five fundamental things. One is compute, second one is storage. They will provide you computational power, they will provide you storage, they will provide you some kind of monitoring and logging solutions. Also they will provide you some networking resources. Also they will provide you some AI/ML based or big data based services, so that you can leverage these technologies easily into your application. You don't have to build these things from very scratch. So let's suppose in my application, I want to fetch a data from a specific web page or from a specific PDF. Then I don't have to write a code which will do this particular thing. We already have one API called Vision API. You can just integrate that API inside your application. It can able to do that particular thing. Okay, so just structure your learning in this five fundamental pillars and learn about each and every fundamental pillar in depth. So let's suppose in the compute, we have five services in Google Cloud: VM instances, Cloud Run, Cloud Functions, App Engine, Google Kubernetes Engine. So just learn about these five services and learn that in which particular scenario we can use these five services, so that whenever someone asks you, hey, my application is having this kind of requirement, then you can directly say that based on best practices, this particular service is specific for these kind of application. So you can directly go and use it. So in this way, just learn and make sure that you are learning about best practices very honestly. Okay, because in the exam you will expect questions, real world questions only, not apart from like it's a straightforward questions that, hey, how like which particular service we can use for creating a virtual machines. This kind of questions you will not get. You will get a real world scenario based question. Okay, okay, next is, hope this will clear your doubt. Okay, what is DevOps? How to contribute in it? So basically, DevOps is some kind of practice. This is some kind of methodology in which you will enforce, or you will like you will put a practice into your organization so that they can seamlessly uh, start from your application development to the production and to the so that they can seamlessly like what we can say seamlessly serve to the end user. So let's suppose if you have implemented a methodology of DevOps in which there are lots of concepts comes like agile, there are some CI/CD concepts. So there are tons of tools available which will help you enforce the DevOps in your organization. So what it does actually, it will streamline the process from the development to the production so that in a very seamless manner, you can able to serve your application to the end user. So whenever there is a user, right? Whenever there is an application developer who develops any application, this application should easily goes to the end user so that they can leverage. So in the entire flow, entire process, there are lots of processes comes into the picture. Like whenever he pushes any code, you should make sure that that particular code will having some kind of security enablement. And then after whenever this code goes to the uh, different environment, it should be tested. It should have some kind of security practices in it. It can able to handle the traffic. It doesn't have some kind of errors or issues or security threats. So in the entire flow from the development to the production, you will have different phases in which you will do the testing, you will do the integration, you will do the load testing, and after that you will give it to the end user via deployment in the production. So in the DevOps, it is defined that you will practice those methodologies so that you can seamlessly take your application from the developer and provide it to the end user. And to contribute in the DevOps field, I highly suggest there are some commonly used tools like Jenkins, Ansible, Infrastructure as Code, Terraform. So you can just learn about these tools, which is commonly used by different organizations, and this will help you get into this particular domain. Okay, next question. Hope Jitendra, you are clear, right? Now, next question, Dhruva. Okay, how can I build a good LinkedIn profile? So it is not a rocket science, okay? So whatever you do, right? Just try to showcase yourself that these are the things I am learning, and try to try to sell yourself in the LinkedIn actually. So basically, whenever you do anything, let's suppose I am building a project, just try to showcase that project, write about it, write blogs, and paste it into the LinkedIn social media so that your profile gets more stronger. And for the decent profile, there are some prerequisites. So let's suppose if you are giving a title, there should be a decent profile page, a profile image. There are lots of folks who put some selfie kind of images. So people will don't like, okay, just make a decent profile image. Write about it that I am a student, I am an intern in this particular organization, a good title, which will showcase your skill set. Maybe if you are working on Google Cloud, working on DevOps, Jenkins, Terraform, Kubernetes, then just showcase those things. And whatever positions you are working on. So let's suppose you are uh, chairman of your local IEEE page, or if you are a lead of your GDSC, right? Then just add a tagline for that inside your LinkedIn profile. And then after write a decent about me, which will showcase your skill set with some level of expertise in a specific domain. And then after whatever certification you do, just add it over there. And yeah, this will be uh, a decent profile. Okay. Now, okay, next question. Thanks, Subham, for the feedback. Okay, Deepa, is the Coursera course free or we have to purchase it? It's totally free. You don't have to pay anything for that. So this is the advantage for all of us, right? We don't have to pay anything. You will get a learning opportunity free of cost, and then after you will get a job opportunity at free of cost. So both of them are very free of cost. Okay, you don't have to pay anything.
Mm.
Do we get internship opportunity in this career fair? So basically, Kesav, you have to check the employer's site and potential, what we can say, job profiles they are offering in this particular career fair. So basically, they are assuming that you guys are already in your college days, right? So most probably for initial 6 month or 3 month, you will get an opportunity as an intern, and then after you become a full-time employee. So this kind of scenario maybe happen over there. You will don't get an opportunity directly as a full-time employee. You will get first 6 months of internship most probably, and then after you will become a full-time employee. Okay. Next is, what are the prerequisites to get a data analyst entry level job in Google? I am mostly at the end of completing Google Cloud Project Analyst course by Coursera. Please suggest. Okay. So, Dulipala, you can do one thing. You can just go to the Google's career page in which there is a profile called data analyst in Google. You can just see the description page. And this is very common for all the job profiles. What you can do if you are interested in becoming a DevOps engineer, if you are interested in becoming a cloud engineer or some other job profiles, what you can do, you can just go to the organization's career page and see the description part page of that particular job profile, and you will see you will see all the details like we want a person of a person with knowledge in this particular technology stack for this particular profile, so that if you don't know about any specific skill set for that particular role, you can just go and learn and then apply. So I highly suggest Dulipala, you can just go and see the career page of analyst for Google. Okay, can you show that preparation path again? Okay, so basically, Deepa, we will send you that link in which we have defined the full preparation path. But for the high level, follow this particular uh, path. We can say first you should know about what are the offerings a specific cloud provides. So they mostly provides in five fundamental way. First one is compute. So the way you use your local laptop, right? In the same manner, in Google, in any of the cloud platform, they have variety of services, right? So you can just learn about those services, what are the services they have, and then after their best practices. So like suppose somebody who is running their workload in a Windows machine, right? Locally or in their own premises, and they want same kind of offering in cloud, and they just come to you and ask you that, hey, I have my application running in Windows machine. How I can run the same application inside cloud? Then you should be able to answer that, hey, inside cloud we have one offering called virtual machine instance. You can just go and create one virtual machine and just go and deploy the same application. You can able to run the same kind of application inside the cloud. Okay, so in this way, just learn about each and every service. You don't need to focus on large number of services because every cloud provider is having more than 50 services inside it. You can just do one thing. You can just learn about the commonly uh, used services like virtual machine instance, Kubernetes engine, Cloud SQL instance. So these are very commonly used services. So you can leverage, you can just learn about their best practices and you are good to go. And inside question, like exam also, you will get these common services more. Okay. After that, sir, can you suggest which courses on Coursera or any other learning platforms like Google Digital? So basically, Google Digital Garage is their own like is a different domain we can say other than cloud, because for the cloud specific we already have Google Cloud Skill Boost platform. Also, we have Coursera. Just search for Google Cloud in the Coursera page. You will get variety of questions prepared by uh, Googlers. Those are very structured. You can just follow honestly, and you are good to go. Uh, okay, how can we get internship in Google Cloud? So basically, Rajan, there are lots of opportunities comes every year related to Google Cloud. One of the job profile I know that is strategic cloud engineer. Okay, so you can just see the like career page of Google Cloud. You will get this particular opportunity, and just see the description page and learn about those things, and you are good to go. And meanwhile, I'm just sharing that link. Hold on. And one more thing I just wanted to convey you guys, like it's not like getting any opportunity. Okay, I highly suggest whatever you like. Okay, whatever domain you have, there are variety of domains like machine learning, cloud, right, software engineering. So first you should know that in which particular domain I am interested. Okay, and then after prepare for the different roles present in that particular domain. It's not like sometimes what happens, people are like, I'm interested in cloud, and they just apply blindly for different organizations. And then after whenever they get into the organization, uh, they realizes that this is not something which I expected, right? I am doing a different thing, right, inside the organization. So whenever you apply for any domain, just see the description part, roles and responsibilities, so that you should be aware of like these are the things you will do after getting into the organization. Don't apply blindly. Okay, otherwise it's more like it's a headache thing. You get into any organization and you are not happy with that particular role. Okay, so just make sure you are not doing such things. Okay, now next question. Sir, can be internship as a WSD in Google Cloud? So basically, Google Cloud is also one of the product, right? So you can apply for their software engineering roles, and I'm not sure like how they are maintaining specifically for the Google Cloud internally, but most of the software engineers inside Google are working on different domains, and they are different products. It's not specific to Google Cloud. You will get an opportunity to work on different domains if you will selected for S2B or SD roles. Okay, GSOC. Yeah, GSOC is very good opportunity, which good platform we can say. So if you are interested in open source, go for it. I highly suggest. You will also get some good level of pay. Also, you will get uh, real world experience in different domains. So if you are interested in open source, I highly suggest go for GSOC. Okay, this is very good platform in which uh, lots of open source projects participate in this particular program, and you will get in-depth knowledge, and you will get a mentor for that particular organization. So this is very good opportunity. You will also learn that how a specific organization works, how you can maintain your code, how any organization pushes their code to the production, and maybe you will get an opportunity to contribute majorly in some of the open source project which is widely used. So suppose there are Kubernetes, right? Kubernetes used widely, and in the current era everyone is like we should use microservice based architecture. So if you uh, get a chance to work on Kubernetes using GSOC, you will contribute to that particular project, and most probably in next release your contribution will be used by lakhs of peoples, right? So this is a very good opportunity. Also, it will give you opportunity to expand your network. You will get a chance to connect with people who are like-minded, who are very talented, from all around the world. So maybe if you showcase your skill set via these programs in a very wider way, right? Then it will be very good chance for you to get an opportunity for in the future. Okay. Hmm.
Thanks, sir, for the
Anything else?
uh, thank you, sir, for the informative session. But we have some questions from different channels. I guess we can cover some those questions. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So the Ninja is asking, can we apply for internship if we have completed our digital cloud certification, cloud digital leader certification?
So basically, Dhananjay, you can apply for you can apply for organizations who are not more interested in certification, but having it, it's a good plus point. But if you are skilled in that particular learning, you are good to go. Just make sure that you will have some good level of projects in your resume. You will be shortlisted, most probably.
So the next question is how we can start learning cloud in 2024 from scratch.
From scratch, I highly suggest. I just pasted one YouTube channel, one video link. I highly suggest go with. If you are in, like sometime what happens when I started learning about cloud, right? I face lots of issue related to accent. So whenever we learn something from the foreigner YouTubers or someone, right? There are some understanding issues. Not just YouTubers, from official courses as well. So at that particular point of time, I have to watch that particular video 2 times, 3 times, right? So what we have done, we have created a Google Cloud training course in Hindi, which you can follow, right? So that you will get a full understanding, at least the basic ones, and then after you can uh, start your career in this particular domain as a bootstrapping course, we can say. So I highly suggest just go through it if you are interested in learning Google Cloud and its relevant technology in Hindi. Okay. So first thing is that just follow that particular course. I'm not saying just follow this one. There are variety of courses available. So whatever you like, just go through it. Learn about the basics first, and then after whatever courses we have mentioned from the Coursera, you can just follow that particular course. You will get a full understanding that how cloud works, how different services it has, and how to leverage those services in different platforms. Just create a complex project which which would be some integration of different services, and just apply for different opportunities, and you are good to go. And once you get into the organization, I think uh, you will learn the best practices, things, how it works, and how organization works. So one, the only thing is getting into the organization. Once you get into the organization, there is no what we can say, no blocker or something. You have to learn the things, you have to implement it.
Okay, so the
Okay.
next question is what are the scope of IoT and cyber security?
Cyber security is like is something which I feel it will be booming. Okay, currently also there are lots of things in the organization. People are more concerned about their data, right? And the way we are utilizing cloud and its relevant technologies, so more organization are getting into the cloud field. So if you have your own laptop, right, and inside laptop your data is like very secure, we can say, if there is no connectivity. But if your resources are present in a remote location and you are accessing it via internet or something else, right? So there are lots of possibilities comes into the picture, which will cause security threats, right? And in this particular thing, every organization is more concerned about security, so they are hiring more people who can look for this particular domain. So most probably cybersecurity is going to boom in future, and currently also it is booming, It is not like people are not hiring cyber security folks. So they are in for every organization there are variety of roles in this particular domain, which you can just track for any specific organization, and you are good to go.
Okay, so the next question is, sir, I am a cybersecurity engineer. How I can
Mhm.
join Google Cloud with it?
So basically, there is one like certification path, Google Cloud Security Engineer, Google Cloud Certified Security Engineer. There is a specific path. So you can just follow that particular path as you are already experienced. So there is no need to learn about the basic thing. You just have to map whatever you have learned, whatever understandings you have with the things present in the cloud, because ultimately the basic fundamental will be the same. Because whatever things we do in the on-prem, right, that particular thing is now virtualized. We are utilizing these services using some kind of consoles. So you just need to map the things and you are good to go. So I highly suggest, if you are experienced one, just see the relevant certification path, just follow that path, you are good to go. And for more information, I'm just pasting a link, just follow that. Let me just it. I'm sharing my another screen to see this. Okay. So this is the official page from Google Cloud certification. Okay. So if you see the view certification page, there are variety of certifications available. So if you are already experienced one, just go for that particular role. So if you see here, this is the path for you. Cloud security engineer. You are already experienced in cloud security or security, then you just go through it and you are good to go. And this particular certification path will have all the required skill set and learning resources which you can follow to understand more. And this is not specific to this question. If you see here, there are variety of options available. If you are a DevOps engineer in AWS or Azure, and if you want to learn about Google Cloud DevOps, then you should follow this path to learn about DevOps engineering in Google Cloud. If you are a data engineer or data analyst, just follow this path. If you are a developer, then you should follow this path. So there are lots of certification path available inside the portal. You just need to follow. And related to the resources, if you follow these links, right, you will get the resources or official links, official courses prepared by Googlers, which you can follow to learn more.
Again, we have a question from Dhananjay. He is asking, to qualify for the career fair, is it necessary to qualify the associate cloud exam?
If you are certified in Google Cloud Associate Cloud Engineering exam, then it will give you more chances to be certified, because inside Google, like from the Google, they have already mentioned that if you are A certified and participated in different Google Cloud events, then and then you will get a chance to appear for Google Cloud Career Fair. So it's a mandatory thing, I feel. So just try to get the certification, learn about the basic things. It's not that much hard if you are honest, and you can able to prepare within a 3 months or 4 months mostly.
Okay, the next question is, sir, the certification exams are very costly. So how we
Yes.
can clear them?
So basically, certification is honestly, so just try to get the basic certification first, and then after, whenever you get into any organization, there are reimbursement process. So whatever you pay for any certification, after you get certified, those amount will be reimbursed. Okay, so this is the basic thing every organization is having. So what you can do, just be participated in these kind of GDSC or Google Cloud events. You will get 100% or 50% voucher for that particular certification, so that you don't have to pay the entire amount. You just have to pay for 50% mostly, and it's around 3000 mostly if you get the 50% voucher. And once you certified, uh, most of the time these programs will give you what we can say, full reimbursement as well. So just be participated in this program, otherwise you will get a 50% voucher, do the exam, and with 50% you will get the ace. And once you get into any organization, whatever certification you do, you will get a reimbursement for that amount.
Okay, so the next question is, what level of questions are asked from the DevOps tools like Docker, Terraform in the CS?
Actually, this is all up to your resume. So no one can able to predict that this kind of questions uh, you will get in the interview. Okay, so I can't able to comment on that part, but I highly suggest whatever you have mentioned in your resume, just try to stick with that, and you should have a full understanding of that particular skill set, whatever you have mentioned in your project. Maybe if you don't know, or if you don't have that much experience, or what we can say, implementation knowledge about that particular technology stack, but at least you should know that how it works, what are the fundamentals of that particular technology stack. And in this way, I think most probably you can able to answer most of the questions. So basics fundamental is very important.
Okay, so the next question is it necessary to have certification to start a career in Google Cloud?
It is not necessary, okay, but it is a add-on. Because what happens whenever there is an opportunity, thousands of people apply for that particular opportunity. Okay, and from those 1,000 peoples, HR have to select few, so that they can do some kind of interview process and select the candidate, right? They can't able to uh, interview 1,000 peoples. They have to filter folks, right? So having globally recognized certification in your resume will add more value to your profile, and it will help you shortlist for that particular opportunity. So it is not mandatory, but it is helpful, because ultimately whenever you get into any interview, right, or appear for any interview, you have to showcase your skill set. Your certification will not help over there, right? Your certification learning will help you over there. So whatever certification you do, just do it honestly, and you are good to go. Also, there is a next approach we can say. Just try to build some good level of projects and try to write it into the blogs and showcase in your networking that this is what I am building, this is how what I have built, and these are the technology stack I have utilized, so that it will showcase that yes, you know about these technologies without having certification. And after getting any opportunity, or after getting into any organization, these certification will not impact your profile after some time, because at that particular point of time your experience will reflect, not the certification. But as a fresher, having a certification is add on. And one more thing I just wanted to highlight, don't do such activities in which you will have 10x, 14x, 15x. Okay, everyone knows in the organization also, people knows that how uh, this kind of activity or bad practices are happening, right? So just try to get the basic level of certification with honestly, so that you can answerable in the interviewer, in front of the interviewer. Okay, so basic level certification is, I feel, must for any fresher roles. And after you get into your organization, this is all up to you, that how much certification you want. And based on experience, based on projects in which you are working on, you can just take one by one certification. So like from last 2 or 3 years. If you are working on DevOps field in Google Cloud, just go for Cloud DevOps certification so that it will be in the sync with your experience and your skill set. Hope this will answer your questions.
Okay, so someone is asking, can you suggest the IoT roles in Google Cloud?
So basically, I'm not sure IoT role because last year they have suspended their product called Cloud IoT. So previously they had this product called Cloud IoT, in which using which you can able to set up the entire IoT stack in the cloud. But last year they have suspended this particular product. So I'm not sure. Let me check. So you can always check their career path. Okay, career portal Google. Uh, Most probably they will have some roles related to that. I'm not sure they have roles for India related to this particular domain, but most probably for worldwide they have IoT roles because they are more working on this quantum thing. Yeah, they have. So you can just search for the portal, career portal. You will get some IoT roles. So I'm just pasting link. You can just go through it. And in terms of opportunity, so current era is AI, ML, IoT era, right? So most probably will get more opportunities, but currently in Google, I'm not sure.
Okay, so if someone wants to start their cloud career, right, then can you suggest the certification from which they can start?
Associate Cloud Engineer exam is the ideal one. So I also started my journey with that particular certification only. And at that particular point of time, I just uh, written a blog and highly suggest just go through this particular blog to get an insight that how I prepared for a certification and get certified. So, and I highly recommend because at my time, this digital leader certification was not over there. And I just feel that this is more specific to sales folks. But as an engineer, I highly recommend prepare for associate cloud engineer exam. So this is the blog I have written at that particular point of time. Is preparation blog. Okay. And feel free to reach out to me anytime. Okay. Via LinkedIn. So I'm more active on LinkedIn. So feel free to set up one-on-one call or ask any queries if you have via LinkedIn.
Okay, let's have our last question. And the question is from Munir. I have 4.5 years of experience as technical writer. Is it okay to change the role to cloud engineer for 1.5 years and then apply for the jobs? You
So
can look at the
basically,
question from chat box of this meeting.
okay. It is present here. Okay. Let me check. I have 4.5 years of experience as technical writer. Is it okay to change the role to cloud engineer for 1.5 years and apply for jobs? I have created two projects which includes most of the time. Yes, anytime you can switch your what we can say career. I saw folks from non-technical background switch to cloud and they are booming currently. So I saw one tailor, okay, who was tailor in their previous career and he